Shalom. Call Haloim Yahweh, Bahasham Hamashiach Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakudash. This is your fellow servant Tazawar from the GMS Orlando camp here with another lesson. First, I'm going to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone whom rule well and from whom we learn his truth. Shalom to you, Akim, who are not in GMS, but are pushing likewise doctrine in spirit and in truth with all sincerity. To you few sisters that are listening and learning, as well as you speckled birds scattered among the nations, looking like those nations, to the 144,000 elect men and the rest of the hopeful elect, to you I say shalom. This lesson, is inspired by a conversation I was having with my sons, right? And we were briefly talking about the origin of the alphabet. Okay? And I was given a little bit of the break, some of the history of the term alphabet and where that came from. Explaining that to my sons. As you may know, alpha refers to the letter A, and bet refers to the second letter B, right, in the Latin, the Latin tongue. But where did they get it from? They got it from, basically, long story short, all that goes back to the Hebrew characters, right? The Paleo Hebrew. And yes, we know in Yiddish, they say Aleph instead of, like the Paleo Hebrew, we use the term Ah for the first letter, Ah, not Aleph. And the second letter in the Yiddish, they say Bet, right? Bet or Bath, Beth, Bet. And that's really where alphabet came from. Anyway, I was just marinating on the fact that, or the irony of the first two letters, of the alphabet, or the A and the B, right? Or in the Paleo, it would be A and Ba. So, like, as I was saying, the first two letters in the Paleo would be A and Ba, right? Or alphabet in the Yiddish, or as we place the Nomer alphabet. Anywho, just wanted to share this line of thought that let's pull up, from right to left. In the Paleo, you have A and Ba, right? And those two letters together, well, let's do first A, which is like an A turned on its side, right? Means ox or strength. And then the Ba, right? The second letter, right? If you like erase that hook and then you invert it, it'll look like a B, or somewhat like a B. Let me turn this up. Somewhat like a B. And when you and that means house, right? Ba or bath goes into house. So when you put those two together, you get Abba or Abba, which is father. And the father is what? The strength of his house, right? The father is the strength of his house or the strength of his family. That's just something that I was marinating on, a little tidbit, if you want to call that a tidbit. Anyway, with that in mind, I wanted to pull up another verse because that conversation sparked because I was having a conversation with a friend earlier today, and we were going, speaking on the name, right? And as I've done lessons on this before, the name of the Heavenly Father, usually we go to Exodus, right? The 3rd chapter. I'll grab it real quick, right? And we go into like the burning bush, right? And you come down to like the 14th verse and the 15th verse, you have I am that I am, and then you have when you go into the Hebrew on this, you get the words Ahaya, right? Asher Ahaya, right? And then when you go to 15, that verse 15, that word Lord right there in all capitals is Yahweh, right? Well, also, when you go to, this is for you Christians, right? Let's go to Isaiah, the 12th chapter and the 2nd verse, right? It says, and it reads, it says, "Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid, for the Lord Jehovah," right? Even I hate saying that word, "is my strength and my song. He also is become my salvation," right? So let's click on this here because in this verse you get the name that people in the temple, Kingdom Hall or whatever they use. And then when you go to this Lord, it just says Yah, right? Which is where a lot of our people go off, right? And then it gives you what? Right underneath it, it says the root word, and that's this name, Yahweh. Well, when you go back and you click on the name, which is rendered Jehovah, it's the same name, Yahweh, right? And right here it says Yehovah, right? But it's Yahweh. There's no E's in the Hebrew. As we pulled up, there's no O's and there's no V. All right. But when you look at the characters, that's from right to left, you have a Yah, a Ha, a Wa, and a Yah. I mean a Yah, a Wa, a Ha, and a Wa. Salakia. When you get the root words, right, just to give you some pronunciation, you go to this word higher, right? Which is the ha, the ya, and the ha. But when you click on the root word of higher, which is to be, now let's go back. Look at the characters. That's a ya, a ha, and a wa, and a ha. Higher is a ha, right? And a ya, and a ha. Now let's click on the root word to that. And you get what? Pronunciation. Ha, wa. There's no V. That's a ha, a wa, and a ha. Ha, wa. Hawa. Yahweh. Now when you go back to the name and you look at the characters, Yahweh. That's another, just plain as day. All right, right there. The rendering of this name that they use in Kingdom Hall. All right, there's no J's in the Hebrew. There's no E's. All right, this is just another quick little lesson, to really drive that point home. And the reason I'm bringing this out too is because with everything that's going on, in the media and the news right now, you really want to make sure you calling on the proper names. All right. And the Lord has a personal name, right? Yahweh, right? And right here, if you look at B, it says to be, become, exist, happen, right? Okay, to fall, to be, become, exist, which that's exactly what it means. He exists. The Yah means he, and Hawa means exist. To be, become, exist, and to happen. All things referring to some type of existence, right? Just a state of being. The source of life. Okay? But if you're watching, young man, this is just a quick lesson where you can see that not just the word Lord, but the actual name that they've rendered, even in the English, that Jehovah is actually Yahweh. All right, that's how you say the name of the Heavenly Father. All right, so you Kingdom Hall people, you Christians, ain't no Jehovah Jireh, whatever. It's Yahweh. All right, I just wanted to say that. And take it back to the basics on that. All right. But, I did think it was interesting, the conversation that my sons and I were having, regarding the alphabet. All right. And as you can see here, for your benefit, there's no J. All right. There's no J in the Hebrew alphabet. There's no E. And there's no O. That circle is the letter I. All right. And there's no V's. All right. There's a Y, a W. That's it. All right. Anyway, this was supposed to be a quick one. Just a quick little sharing of a thought. Not really a lesson, but just, sharing that thought. And Yahweh is our Father. He is the strength of our house. The Abba for us, right? Our Abanawa. All right. He's the strength of our house. And our house is Yasharah, the Prince. He Prince Power. Prince of the Powers. All right. Anyway, with that, just some thoughts I had. Shalom.